Welcome in. Welcome in. This is Adani here with another read. Hope everyone is doing well. So we'll go ahead and start today's reading. I'm going to start off with my fairies oracle deck. Let's see what messages this fairies has for us. I do ask that this is your first time in my live, or if you haven't subscribed or followed me on YouTube, please go ahead and do so. Give me a like. Go ahead and share the live. So let's see what messages, what you need to know right now. Let's see what the fairies have to say. What do we need to know right now, Spirit? What are the divine messages that the collective needs to know right now? What do we need to know right now, Spirit? First card says, do some research. It says, you need more information. Make sure the volume is on because let me know if you can hear me. Okay. How's the sound, guys? It says, do some research. It says, you need more information about this situation. Look into it further before proceeding. So if I'm speaking to a group of people who there's something you're embarking on, or there's something that you're trying to maybe get some to maybe file something, okay? You're being told to do some research. You need more information about this situation, okay? So just make sure that you're looking at things really closely. For some people, this could be a legal case that you definitely want to do some research on it, okay? You can also look at past cases that are similar, right? You can go to like a law library or look into and just there's something that you need to research more, that you're going to find something that could actually be of help to you, okay? Maybe you're taking an exam, okay? So because she's sitting on some books, so maybe this is a time where you need to, do some studying, just really try to stay focused and get more information. I'm also hearing something about a son. So I don't know if you have a son or somebody's son, but there's something in regards to a son. Maybe your son needs to do more research. So we have easy does it. It says, stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. Okay. So Spirit wants you to just go with the flow because this is water, right? So just go with the flow, release control, and the doors will be open for you. So if you're feeling like things are a bit stagnant right now, just sometimes when you've done all you could do, you just need to just stand, just be still. This could have something to do with a marriage, okay? This could have something to do with a marriage. Hello, hello, hey, welcome in. Come on in, guys. It says the fairies join you in celebrating bliss, celebrating wedded bliss. So this has something to do with a married couple, okay? It says easy does it. Maybe you need to just take things a little bit easier. I'm hearing that, you might have found some information out about your partner, And spirit just wants you to look a little bit deeper into it, and just, easy does it. Don't just jump off the handle, you know, just allow, just do more research, look into it before you accuse anyone or do anything that, might affect your relationship. It definitely has something to do with a love life. It definitely has something to do with a love life. It says the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. I'm speaking to someone as well that is, maybe you're dating someone who is, thinking about considering you as a spouse, and they could be doing some research on you, or maybe, doing some digging, getting a background check, or just, for some people even getting a private investigator. People want to know who they're getting married to these days. They could be running a credit check. You just never know. It's given that they're just really trying to find out who you are, make sure that everything adds up. And if you're dating somebody new, you could be checking like court records, county records, just to make sure that that person is not married, right? So I'm getting that for some people. So this definitely has something to do with a romantic partner, or someone that is, you're dating. We have the pregnancy card. So pregnancy, the birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. I remember I said that I did see something about a son, okay? A son. So if you are pregnant, you will be, I see that you might be having a male child, a son. And if you're not pregnant yet, there is a marriage and pregnancy in the future for some of you. It says you've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. So Spirit wants you to make sure you stay balanced and focused, and know that you have the power to accomplish anything you want you want. You have there's abilities that you have that you haven't even discovered. So you don't even have to force anything. You could probably just think about it, because this is definitely giving some law of attraction type of energy here. You see her wielding her power, and then the waters are like, obeying and moving to the movement of her hand. So some of you could have some type of gift or ability that is being developed right now. Maybe you're using that to manifest a relationship, a marriage, and a pregnancy. And if it's not pregnancy, it could be, giving birth to a new idea, a new creative venture. There's something that you're going to give birth to that is going to be very powerful. And with the do some research, maybe you can study like certain books if you're into the spirituality type of things. Maybe, you know, invest in some books where you can increase your knowledge and learn more about the path that you're embarking on. Okay. Spirit wants you to express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine, because you're awesome. So I feel like I'm speaking to someone who dances to the beat of their own drum. You have your own unique way. You have your own unique look, the way you dress, everything. You could be someone that likes to, get different pieces from, like, you could be a thrifter and you like vintage type of clothing, and you know how to put it together and all of that. You have a unique style that people don't understand, but it just looks good on you. And she's also carrying books here. So I'm speaking to someone who loves reading. You love to read. You love to read. You know, um you love to, like, um collect books is what I'm trying to say. Assertiveness. And I was struggling to get those words out. So you might want to definitely make sure you're using your voice. Speak your truth. Okay, it says stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So it's also tying into this card right here, where You need to stand up for your beliefs, okay? Maybe some of you come from a traditional type of background where, you are expected to follow a certain, way of doing things, and you're now looking a little bit different, dressing different, and people are asking questions like, what's going on? Why are you wearing that crystal necklace? What's that? What does that mean? Why are you wearing this? Why are you wearing that? Or why do you have this tattoo symbol and things like that? So spirit wants you to stand up for your beliefs, and it's okay to be you and to shine and be your authentic self. Okay. There's travel. There's travel in the cards for you. So I don't know if you're planning on taking a trip, or someone could be traveling to you, or you going on a trip. It says an upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. So there's definitely travel in the cards for you. All right, so let's jump right on into the tarot. I'm going to leave those out. Let's jump into the tarot and see whatever messages we might get before we jump into the free questions, okay? Spirit, give us some messages from the tarot that will tie everything together. What else do you want us to know? So we have balance with the Temperance card, blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary, which kind of like goes with this card right here. So it's almost like, you're able to see the angel has one foot in water and one on the ground. So you're so flexible and fluid in the sense that you're able to, no matter what environment you're in, or wherever you are, you're able to, blend in. It's almost given like shapeshifter type of energy, right? You could be a mutable sign like Gemini or Virgo or something like that, something that's mutable. So you're able to keep balance no matter where you find yourself, right? So you're able to balance like your uniqueness, as well as like when you come around like people, friends, family, and things like that. So you're able to maintain that balance. There is something that you're waiting on that you might have to just wait a little bit. There's a little waiting period here with the Temperance card. Okay, it could be maybe you want to travel and there's going to be a slight delay in it. I see you walking away from something that didn't serve your highest good. You've done the healing, you've done the work. This is the Ten of Swords. Usually the Ten of Swords, the swords are in their back, but in this case, this person has already removed them from their back, and they put them nice and neatly in this basket, and they're leaving. The bags are packed, right? And they have this blue cloak on, which symbolizes healing, blue for healing. So you've done the work, you've done your healing, you've healed the trauma, and now you're ready to embark on this new journey. And it's going to be really beautiful because the future looks bright here with the yellow and the flowers. So this could have something to do with this travel, right? So this travel is what's going to really like, complete the healing process that you've been going through. You've gone through a lot. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who has anxiety issues. You've been dealing with anxiety. You might have problems sleeping at night. It takes a long time for you to actually go to sleep. Sometimes you have to just, watch videos, or, be on social media just to get that, sleep rhythm started. Maybe you won't fall asleep till about 1 a.m., 2 a.m., or something like that. So it's like this trip is going to help you with those issues. It's going to pretty much be like a reset. And with the Ace of Cups, you're going to find love. Okay, there's a new love coming into your life. And I think the fairies was telling us that when they said do some research with marriage and um pregnancy or something. So this is the person that's coming into your life that wants to, take this to another level. They want something serious, okay? So they're definitely going to want to offer you this cup of love. Whatever research they did, they didn't see anything bad. They didn't see anything that, would stop them from wanting to go forward with you. So I do see a new a love in the future for you after this ending that you experienced. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who has gone through like a bitter ending with a partner. Okay, so you've gone through the healing, right? You've gone through the healing. You have released the past. You're letting it go, and now spirit is ready to give you this new love. It's like a divine connection because dolphins just give me this energy of like, someone that, because dolphins are very telepathic. So it's almost like you and this person, you know they can like call you or text you, and you can be like, I was just thinking about you. Y'all are gonna be able to communicate with each other without even saying any words. It's gonna be a very deep passionate love. I mean, because look, she's at the bottom of the ocean there. So this love is going to be very deeply emotionally connected to you. It's going to completely transform you in a major way. This is a transformation. So, and these are twin towers, so it's almost like they're the yin to your yang. They could have a Scorpio in their chart, or they could be a Scorpio, okay? We got the Chariot card, okay? So things are moving forward successfully. Some of you could purchase a new car, vehicle, okay? Or this also talks about that travel again, okay? Something's going to happen around July, Cancer season, okay? That's probably when you might take off on this journey, on this trip, okay? All right. What else do you want us to know, Spirit? Let's get one more card before we start the free questions. What else do you want us to know? Oh my God, the best card to know. The Sun card, which is the best, the most positive card in the deck. Spirit wants you to know that don't worry about anything. Everything's going to be wonderful. Your future is so bright. Okay? Your plans are going to be successful. They're going to work out perfectly. Release control. Release control and just go with the flow. Don't even worry about if you're having issues with finances or you don't know how you're going to pay for this. Don't even worry about it. They said easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything, and all the doors will be open for you. All the doors are going to be open, okay? You got the Sun card. So that's happiness, joy, success, good health, vitality, all the, it's the best card for us to end this reading with. So on that note, let's start with the questions.
Okay, we're going to be oscillating from TikTok to YouTube.
Okay.
The first question on TikTok is from Julie. She asks, does Connor have romantic feelings for her?
Okay. Put this up. So she wants to know, does Connor have romantic feelings for her? Okay. Divine Spirit, does Connor have romantic feelings for Julie?
Yes.
Okay. Does Connor have romantic feelings for Julie? 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 Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords, okay? Right? So this person is a bit underhanded. And we have the High Priestess next to it. So it says maybe, and it has a yes on it, okay, with the High Priestess and the Magician card. So what I'm going to tell you is they do have romantic feelings for you, but this person is very sneaky. They could be hiding something from you, okay? They have romantic feelings for you, but they're also they have to be how can I say it? They're cheating on someone else to be with you. Okay, there's something that they're hiding from you. You know, they want to manifest you with the magician card, but there's something underhanded that they're doing that you do not know. I do feel like it's going to be revealed eventually. So yes, they have romantic feelings for you, but you know, at the at the detriment of someone else. You know what I mean? So they're not like being honest. There's something deceitful that they're doing behind the scenes, okay? So that's up to you if you're okay with that. Next question.
On YouTube, Pariah asks, "What's Seaball's current feelings for her?" No contact.
No contact. Okay. Divine Spirit, let me use these cards. Divine Spirit, what is Seaball's current feelings for Priya? What is Seaball's current feelings for Priya? What is Seaball's current feelings for Priya? Seaball's current feelings for Priya. Okay, we got the Six of Swords at the overall energy. So I feel like they want to come. That you're gonna hear from them again. You got the Six of Cups, so they're gonna definitely want to revisit this situation again with you. But it's going to end in disappointment again. Okay, it's gonna end in disappointment. So it's not gonna be something that's gonna be like, you know, um a long-term thing. Okay, it's almost given like Sybil, gets satisfaction by knowing that he has someone somewhere that is wishing and hoping and longing for him. Okay, this is someone that he's gonna be in and out of your life. Okay, so they're gonna come in, give you this, make romantic, you know feeling or something like that, but it's not gonna last long. It's gonna end with heartbreak or disappointment. It's almost like it's a disappointment that you're used to. You're already used to this. You've already gone through this with you wearing this heartbreak as a badge on your shirt now as a reminder. So he gets satisfaction knowing that you're someone that he can come back to anytime, and he knows you're going to welcome him in. He knows you're waiting to hear from him. It's an ego boost for him. Nine of Cups, he gets he's content, no, satisfied knowing that. So yes, he's gonna come back with the Six of Cups, but it's not gonna be like a happy ending. Okay, you're gonna end up having to leave again, or move on, or he's gonna leave again. Next question.
Angel on TikTok asks, "Will they get paid tomorrow?"
Huh? Next question, please.
Lorena asks, "Does Elier want to reconcile?"
Does Elier want to reconcile?
Yes.
What's her name?
Lorena.
Okay. Divine Spirit, does Elier want to reconcile with Lorena? Does Elier want to reconcile with Lorena?
Be sure to like
Does
the live, guys.
Elier want to reconcile with Lorena? Does Elier want to reconcile with Lorena? Does Elier want to reconcile with Lorena? Yes, they do. They do. Six of Cups, they want to return. Chariot, yes card, they want to move forward with this and be successful and for this relationship to move. But where are they moving towards? The Eight of Swords. So it's a situation where they want to return, right? They want to return, but they feel like it's like they want to do it. They're about to try to do it, but right now they're feeling like they're powerless. Like they're feeling like they're not able to do it for some weird reason. They feel like maybe you might not be receptive to it. They feel like there's something.
Thank
Oh,
you for the donut.
thank you. You scared me with that. But they feel like there's something, like they have this victim mentality. So it's almost given like they feel like their hands are tied. I don't know if they feel like you're above, you intimidate them. There was some type of ending or defeat in the past. Okay, so they want to move forward. They are ready to come in, but there's always something that just kind of like, they're like, oh, I'm not sure if I can do it. They feel stuck. They feel like it's not gonna go anywhere. So this is someone that might need, like, if you're interested in them, you might have to like show a sign that you will be receptive to them, because they're not feeling, they're ready to do it, but they're feeling a bit like defeated, or like something, they might not be received by you. There's always something at the last minute, but it's only in their head. This is some mental thing that they suffer from. Okay, so they're a victim of their thoughts. Okay, their thoughts about you. I don't know if they feel like you are, at a point in your life where you're not going to be open to them anymore due to whatever that they did in the past. Okay, so if this is what you want, you might have to like show a sign. And certain ways that you can show a sign without looking too desperate or thirsty is, let's say if it's like their birthday, you can just say a happy birthday. Or if it's a holiday, you can say happy this. That's like, it's like throwing
What
a,
holidays go for
you
that?
know, I don't know, whatever holiday where you are, just anything, where you're not like acting like you want them, but you're just letting them know that you won't bite their head off. Okay. Next question.
Thank you, Tamara, for the gift.
Thanks, Tamara.
She asks, how does Terrence feel about her? And will they be together or a secret?
Oh Lord. Okay. How does Terrence feel about her? Let me see. What deck should I use? I'll use this one. Terrence, you said?
Thank you for the gift.
Divine Spirit, how does Terrence feel about Tamara? How does Terrence feel about Tamara? How does Terrence feel about Tamara? Ooh. How does Terrence feel about Tamara? Okay, they want to heal the situation. You got the star, so they're hoping, and thank you. They're hoping and they have faith that you all can work something out here. Okay, so right now, and I see you're single, you're the Nine of Pentacles, and Terrence is the Emperor, so he's trying to take control of this situation. He's trying to like figure out, like, you know he's trying to find structure, like trying to figure out a way to like, how is he going to handle this relationship. I do feel like there's a third party here. Okay, there's somebody else in the picture, because on his side he has the Emperor, the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So he's trying to figure out a way to work you and the other relationship, right? He's not really sure if, how he's going to do it. So he's trying to play chess and not checkers with the Emperor, right? And create some type of system that's going to work, right? Where everyone is happy and respected. He doesn't want to be impartial with the King of Swords, right? So I feel like there's a conversation that he's going to have with you with the sword here, that he's going to like make you an offer, holding this globe in his hand and say, hey, this is the situation, right? This situation is there. This other person he values a lot. He has taken his time. This person is the perfect, model of a woman that he wants, right? You see, he has chiseled this person and perfected them. So he's not ready to let that one go because they work well together. But he also wants to hold on to you with the Three of Cups. So you see, there's a man and two women. So he feels there's a way that you all can, kind of like keep your friendship, relationship, situationship going, and it can actually, be balanced. You see, they're flowing the two things of water where everything is balanced, so everyone's happy. And remember, the star is for the collective, right? Aquarius is not someone that the Aquarius is for everybody. They're for the collective. So he feels like he's the type of person that is created to love more than one woman. He probably is into polyamory. Like, he doesn't see anything wrong with that as long as you create a situation that is like, you make it clean, you make it good, you treat everyone well, it can actually flow. He sees himself as a boss type of man, like his mindset to where he can control both situations. Make sure that you're happy. Even though you're single, you're going to be content, you're going to be comfortable, you're going to be, happy. He's going to definitely want to take you out on dates. Make sure that you're having a good time. Keep the fire, keep it light, keep it sweet. But he likes more than one person because he gets bored easily. So I don't want to say he's gonna keep you a secret, but I do see him holding on to the other relationship. Now, usually the star card is naked. So I don't know. He might have a conversation with his other person and let them know about you. But there's definitely gonna be a third party. Three. There's three. Next question.
Thank you, Keisha, for the gift. Keisha asks, in June, will there be a move from Jermaine towards her?
Okay. In June? Okay. Divine Spirit. Will Jermaine make a move towards Keisha in June? Will Jermaine make a move towards Keisha in June? Will Jermaine make a move? Keisha.
Will there be any movement?
Will there be any movement from Jermaine to Keisha in June? Thank you. Okay. All right, so we got the Four of Wands with a yes on it, right? But there's gonna be he's gonna make a move, but it's gonna be like, it's gonna go back to where he's like doing nothing again. Okay, so he's probably gonna make like you know where you guys get together, and he'll probably either visit you or you'll have some type of celebration or do something fun. We're in June, okay? Because the first card is a yes, but with the Hangman right after that tells me it's going to be very limited what's going to happen. It's going to be stalled. It's going to be like to where it's like on pause, okay? It's gonna be on pause. I feel like it's gonna be on pause. He's gonna move, like not make any moves towards you anymore. But then there's gonna be something new somebody new that's gonna come into your life, okay? Because Jermaine is the type of person that he he's someone that he just keeps people hanging, okay? He just pretty much strings people along, okay? He's gonna make you feel like he's ready for a serious relationship, and then all of a sudden you're not hearing from him anymore, or things just kind of fizzle out. So he's gonna probably keep you hanging again. But there's somebody new that's coming in though. A earth sign person. There's somebody new that's gonna come in for you. Okay? So be expecting that. A new beginning. And that's not Jermaine. Next question.
On YouTube, Narina asks, do you see her and Justin being in a relationship together?
Okay. Divine Spirit with Norina and Justin be in a relationship together. Norina and Justin be in a relationship. Will Norina and Justin be in a relationship? Will Norina and Justin be in a relationship? No. He's gonna, okay, y'all, he has a lot of passion for you, okay? Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of passion that he has for you. I see that it's more on the physical attraction towards you. He's attracted to you very physically, okay? But what's gonna happen is he's gonna go ghost, okay? Because we have the Four of Swords and then we have the Death card. So he's going to come in with the passion. And you see this card is all orange and fiery looking, right? And then with the next two cards are gray. And this person is laying down, right? Rest. It says rest. And then the death card. So it's just going to he's going to probably go ghost on you. Next question.
Paula on YouTube asks, will John regret going through with the divorce?
Paula?
Yeah.
John? Have I answered this question before?
She's asked questions about, but not this one.
Will John regret divorcing Paula? Will John regret divorcing Paula, Spirit? Will John regret divorcing Paula? Will John regret divorcing Paula?
You're welcome, Narina.
You're welcome. Will John regret divorcing Paula? You got a maybe. Because he's going to have issues with like bringing balance in his life. Okay. But then you got the Star card. So pretty much he's going to regret and probably want to come back and try to heal this situation with you again. You know, after taking time and, you know, going through like some type of, maybe he's going to go through like some type of like, you know how you maybe get inspired by something, or maybe go through like some type of spiritual, you know, maybe go to church or hear some preaching or something that really makes him look within himself, something to do with his faith. And then he's going to want to manifest this relationship back again with you. I don't think it's the end all be all with you and John. I think after some time, you know, right now he's a bit unbalanced and not really sure about things and not really making the best decision. He could be juggling another person right now, right? Somebody has him distracted. But I think after a time period, he's going to go through something where he goes through like some type of how can I say it? He's going to be touched in a inspirational way, to where he's going to definitely probably want to heal this situation with you and manifest you back into his life. Okay. So sometimes people go through a divorce and then certain people regret things and then probably see the light, start seeing the, you know, the things they did wrong, and realize that what they did have was actually the best. You were the star. He's going to see that you were the actual star, and what he was dealing with was not. And then try to find a way to, you know, see if there's any hope of coming back into your life again. Okay. Next question.
On YouTube, Shweta asks, what are Avinash's current feelings towards her?
Shweta Aswa.
What are Avinash's current feelings towards her?
Okay. What are Avinash's feelings towards Shweta? What are Avinash's feelings towards Shweta? Avinash's feelings towards Shweta. What are Shweta? Oh, you back? Okay, so right now, and I can see that Avenante is not really doing anything right now. He's the hangman, right? Okay, so he's trying to look at things in a different perspective. He's trying to see things clearly. He's changing his perspective on things. And he is definitely going to probably want to have a conversation with you very soon and a new beginning. Okay? So he's definitely going to want to have a new beginning with you soon with the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So he's very grounded. He's taking his time. He's a little slow with the King of Pentacles. But the good thing about the King of Pentacles is, even though he's the slowest moving knight in the deck, when he does come, he's here to stay. So right now, nothing might not be happening right now, but you're going to hear from him soon. It's going to move forward. Next question.
Maylene asks, will she be moving to another state? Is it a good idea for her?
Okay. Divine Spirit. So what's the question?
Will she be moving to another state?
Divine Spirit, will Maylene be moving to another state? 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 Will Maylene be moving to another state?
You're welcome, Shweta.
I see that you're trying to decide, okay, on this move to another state. You got a maybe and you got two yeses. So you're trying to make the decision. It's not going to be an easy move with the 10 of Wands. It's going to be very, very like stressful. It's going to be an uphill battle. It's not going to be easy, right? And I feel like you're going to probably be a little bit disappointed at first with like maybe whatever, if you're looking for a job over there, or maybe like the way the places are, apartments or whatever, maybe you're gonna be I think the struggle that you're gonna have is finding a place, place that you like, and being accepted, like your applications initially. But I feel like eventually you're going to definitely find work and things are going to start building. Okay, you're going to have a lot of stress over it. It's going to cost you a lot of money, okay? So you see him carrying all these wands. You're going to move, but it's not going to be an easy move. It's going to be very difficult physically and financially, but you will eventually get stable. Okay, next question.
On YouTube, Stephanie asks, will she be moving in 6 months?
Okay. Everybody's moving. And I remember when I did the collective reading, I got the travel card. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So will Stephanie be moving in 6 months, Spirit? Will Stephanie be moving in 6 months? Thank you. Will Stephanie be moving in 6 months? Will Stephanie be moving in 6 months? Will Stephanie be moving in 6 months? You got 3 yeses. Yes, with the 4 of Pentacles. So you need to save your money. You need to budget because you will be moving, okay? The Strength card, you could be moving around August, okay? You could be moving around August. August could be a Leo season. Could be a very good time for you to move. And then the 9 of Wands, you just have to be serious about it and be persistent with it and persevere and push forward towards it. But it's going to be a good move. And guess what? 6 of Swords, what is she doing? She's moving. She's in a boat. You're moving, girl. Next question.
Thank you, Tamara, for another gift.
Thank you, Tamara.
She asks, will her financial situation get better with this new job?
Okay. Maybe I should pull you some financial cards. Ooh, if I can find it. Let me see.
What cards is it?
There. I thought I had them up here. Maybe I don't. Okay, I'll use this. I was going to pull you some. Oh, no. Is that it? Yes, I found it. Let me pull you some financial cards. I want to do that. These are from the Abundance Angels, okay? Let's see what the Abundance Angels want to tell you about your finances. What was her question? What's the question?
Will her financial situation get better with this new job?
With a new job?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Divine Spirit, Abundance Angels. Would Tamara's financial situation improve with the new job? What do you want her to know about her finances? I'm going to be on here for 15 more minutes. Okay. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. So don't say you're broke. Don't ever use that word. You also have clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. You also have deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. And the last one is, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. So I feel like you're definitely going to your finances are going to increase. You're going to be able to eat better now, eat organic food because you're making more money. And deservingness, that means you're now going to be able to, like, pour into yourself. And it says it is safe for you to receive. So, and you see her receiving all these blessings. So let me pull you one card here. It's Tamara's finances going to improve, Spirit. Is her finances going to improve? Let me find it. Good job. Yes, and very fast with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a very fast moving knight, right? You see him riding really fast. So it's going to move very fast. It's going to increase very fast. Rapid movement in your finances, okay? It's going to be one of those jobs where you're very active, okay? You're very active. So make sure that you eat good, eat well, because you're definitely going to be using a lot of energy. All right. So yes, your finances will increase. Next question.
On YouTube, Brandon asks, he says he made a specific to the universe, and will his wish be?
Spirit and universe. Will Brandon's wish be granted? 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 Brandon's wish be granted. Your wish might have something to do with love. Brandon's wish be granted.
Thank you, Tamara.
Yes. You're wishing, I think you're wishing about healing after a situation, but your wish is going to be granted with a Queen of Wands. I don't know what you wish for, okay? So after a period of loss, a period of stress, a period of, healing, your wish is going to be granted. Yes, okay? So that's the answer to your question. Next question.
D wants to know if if Kevin and them were in a romantic if they were in a romantic relationship in their past lives.
Mm, where are my past life cards? Just a minute, D. Oh. Let me see if I can. I love past life readings. That's one of my specialties. Ugh, where's my deck?
What does it look like?
Oh. Well, I'll just use this. Next time I'll have the past life. Oh, here they go. Yeah.
They said they're excited.
Let's see. I love past life readings. That's one of my things because I believe in past lives. I definitely believe that we've all been here before. So D and Kevin,
Yes.
Divine Spirit, give us a past life message for D. Give us a past life message for D and Kevin. Did they have a past life together? They did. Show us. Show us in the cards, Spirit. Show us in the cards. What do you want us to know? Ooh. You got this one, food and hunger. Angels. So there was a past life where, whoa. Okay. You have a past life in Asia. Or maybe one of y'all were Asian. Okay. So it's given that you and Kevin did have a past life together and y'all were probably living in a communal living place. Okay. If you have like any phobias now in this life, like maybe you're afraid to, like if you have certain type of fears of like being without, like you always have to like keep your pantry stocked, or you're always afraid, you maybe like hoard things or hoard your money because you never want to be without. It's because of this past life where you experienced a sense of suffering. Okay. And when Kevin came into your life, I feel like maybe he was involved in some form of transportation, right? And there's a place where you lived, and it's like a place where travelers can come and stay, and you all would just kind of like help them, or help them. It's like not like a hotel, but like a place where people can come and get a room and board or something like that. And you were, I don't want to say you were like a maid or a cleaning person, but you were someone that was like, you know one of the people there that lived there, but you did like the work there. You were like a worker, okay? You were in a situation where a situation where you lost a loved one, so you found yourself homeless and you ended up going to stay there. So you were having, you know, you couldn't afford food, and you were impoverished, so you went and stayed there and they took care of you. And that's where you met him. He was probably like a traveler, okay? You were someone that went through life where you weren't like, you weren't seen as someone that was like so attractive like that in a past life, right? Or you went through a situation where you didn't feel loved. So now in this life, the planets have fixed it to where now you're very attractive in this life because you suffered a situation where you weren't treated as, you know, someone that was very attractive. So people, you know, tend to like be in and out of your life. So like I said, if you notice that you're going through situations where you have like a lot of fears and phobias, or maybe abandonment, like fear of people leaving your life, it's because of that past life where you were abandoned and you had to, you know, go live in a certain place, like a communal living place, so that, you know, you can have food and shelter and things like that. So those type of feelings still came over to this life where you're afraid of someone that's going to leave you, because I feel like Kevin might have left you in a past life. The love was unrequited, right? So it was like a one-sided love in a past life. You need to forgive him in this life, okay? Maybe that's the karma that he's here to share with you, is that you need to forgiveness. You have to forgive him and release the phobias of fear of like abandonment, or he might, you know, people that you love, you know, leave your life. So those are something that you carried over in this life, and that energy is what probably blocks people away, you know, like when you getting close to relationships, you're still carrying that energy from a past life where you have this fear that someone is going to abandon you. So because of that, you leave first. Because of that, you break up with them first, okay? So there's a guardian angel that kind of came over from a past life to this life with you, okay? There you have a guardian angel that has followed you and protected you along the way in a past life. They give you a lot of wisdom, okay? A lot of wisdom. You might have more wisdom than your age, okay? So that guardian angel is with you in this life. The karma that you and Kevin have to have in this life is that you have to forgive him, okay? And also, you need to recognize if you're in a situation where the love is one sided, you have to let that person go, okay? Because in the past life, you still held on to that. And just, you know, you were unhappy, you see? So in this life, you have to have that happiness, face your fears, and forgive those that need to be forgiven. And know that you are safe and you will not be without. Okay, you will always have enough. So those hidden fears, you can probably write a letter to your old self and say, I heal all fears of abandonment, poverty, vows of poverty, lack, from all dimensions of existence, all planes of existence. I sever it now, and I, you know, just write something down a little. I break all contracts to that, and I release myself and burn it. And that's how you fix that. But there's Asia here. So there's something tying you had a past life in Asia. So I don't know if you like Chinese food or Indian food, or if you notice that you love their fashion, their culture. Those are just, you know, things from a past life that you you probably came over here with. So that's your message. Sorry it went too long. Next question.
Joelle on YouTube asks, are there any messages for their guides? What they need to know from their guides?
Okay, let's see. D, did that ring a bell? Did it make sense? Okay.
They said they wish they could talk to you. You could always book a
Yeah,
reading.
book a read, and I would love to go deep with you. You can also send me an email to schedule something. Okay?
They
Yeah.
said that resonated with them. It was so clear. So yeah, all her information is in her bio, and you can also check out her YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
sometimes on a live with the so many people it's hard, but I'm trying to hone into your energy, but everybody's energy is like all over the place here, still connected to me. So it's easier when we're one on one. Okay. Divine Spirit, what messages do you have for Joel?
Joelle.
Joel? What messages do you have for Joel? What do you want him to know? What do you want him to know? They said let go, walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. It seems like there's something you need to walk away from, Joel. Okay. And they also want you to know that your life purpose involves traveling. Even if you're not traveling, you're supposed to be using the internet and connecting with people like all over the world internationally. So maybe you can work from home or work from like go to any country and you can still work, do your job. You might have a job that allows you to do that, or you should look into something like that where you have the flexibility to move around. You're supposed to move around to, different connect with people from different countries, okay? You also have animals. It says you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. So you have an animal guide, okay? Maybe one of your spirit guides is an animal. So I don't know what type of animal you're connected to. You could like tigers, lions, or things like that. Maybe there's some type of placement in your um, Vedic chart that will tell you what type of animal you're connected to. You could be a Dhanishta, which is the lion. Okay. So something about animals. Maybe you have a pet, or you want to get a pet, or maybe you can donate to like a some of those pets foundations where they're rescue animals or something like that. But you have a spirit guide that's an animal too. Something about children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So this is taking me back to this let go. Okay. And with the let go, you see she's holding this pet here. So your spirit guides wants you to know to let go of whatever that you're holding in within yourself. And we have a lion here. Remember, there was a tiger and now a lion. Something about your childhood, right? That, you suffered something, okay? So, whatever trauma that was, you need to try to release that, heal it, and release that. And to do that, listening to music that you did listen to when you were younger, you enjoyed, could help you heal that and become the strong leader that you're meant to be, okay? Because like I said, you're strong with the strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. So there's something that you experienced during your childhood, right? That, you know, you need to embrace that, whatever it is, whatever that pain is, let it come to the surface, embrace it, and then release it. That's how you heal it. And you might be able to teach There's something you can teach others. Through that pain, you can tell your story and teach people. There could be a children's book that you can actually write. You might have a children's book inside of you that can actually help children. There's something that you can teach, right? Which will also be a way of directing whatever traumas that you experience by, teaching, writing a book for children, or you're a teacher, you're a natural born teacher. Okay. They also want you to know that they're supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. You have a connection to music. Maybe when you play certain types of music, your angels, your spirit guides, they come around. They're attracted to you when you play music. And he's playing a flute here, and there's music here. Music is very healing for you, okay? So that's the messages I have without going through too deep. Book a reading with me. We can go further. Thank you.
Thanks for the donut, Tamara. Tamara wants to know if she is a true friend or user.
Is who?
Shy. Oh, shy.
Okay. All right. This is going to be the last question. Okay. Is Shy a true friend or user to Tamara?
You're welcome, guys.
You're welcome. Is Shy a true friend or user? Is Shy a true friend or user? I'm going to go with a yes or no, whichever one comes out first. Is Shy a true friend or user? Shy a true friend or user? They're a true friend. No bad cards came out. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So she's very reliable. She's very reliable. You got the Temperance card. So she's balanced with her emotions. She's one of those people that if you're having an issue, she'll talk to you and help you feel calm, and she brings that tranquility. And then we have the Page of Wands, so she's also lots of fun too. So it's not given that she's a user. The only thing is that she's the hermit. So sometimes she does like to go inside and, be to herself a little bit, isolate. She's actually, she enjoys, she can be an extrovert, but also have an introverted side to her. So when you don't hear from her, or, don't think that she's doing anything negative. That's how she balances herself. She's balanced, so she's able to hang out, and then she's able to go within and be to herself. Sometimes she needs that space to stay balanced. And then she's a good friend. Look at Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. That's your bestie. Love, says love. She got love for you. And on that note,
for one more YouTube question, there's still a few people in the chat.
Okay, so
Just one more.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
For Nandini, she asks, what do you see next in her career? Like, will she stay in her job that she's at now?
Okay, will Nandini stay in her job? Let's go through these YouTube questions really fast. Will Nandini remain in her job? That's what she wants to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Nandini will remain in job.
Well, what's next in career?
What's next in career, Spirit? What's next in career for Nandini? What's next in career? What's next in career? Oh, the star card, girl. The star card. Thank you. Thank you. So you have a lot of success, okay? You're the star. You're the star. That says it all. Next question. Give me another YouTube.
Thank you for
Fast.
Okay. Kevin Paul asks, do you see Kevin and Paul being in a relationship together?
Kevin and Paul. Okay. Divine Spirit. Will Kevin and Paul be in a relationship together? Will Kevin and Paul be together in a relationship? Will Kevin and Paul Be in a relationship with Kevin and Paul. Be in a relationship with Kevin and Paul. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes. You got the Knight of Cups. They're going to offer you a cup of love. It's going to be passion. This is the wand. You know what wand I'm talking about? Ace of Wands. And the Page of Cups. So I see there's crushing here, crushing on each other, liking each other, wanting to offer this cup of love. But there's going to be competition and conflict. Okay? Drama. There's going to be drama. Okay? This could be trying to, compete with other people for their attention. Okay? It's going to be one of those situations. There's going to be passion between the two of you guys, but there's going to be like conflict and negativity where, it leaves you empty. They leave you empty, feeling empty. Next question, because they're dealing with other people. Next question. Fast, fast, fast.
Kanupriya asks, what are the current feelings of Rishabh for her?
Okay. What are Rishabh's current feelings for Kanupriya? What are Rishabh's feelings for Kanupriya? Okay. Okay, so they're trying to decide between you and somebody else, okay? We got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles and the Decision card. So they're trying to decide between you and the Queen of Swords. They're going to go for the swords. So if your sun sign, if you're Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, they're going to go with you. But if you're a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, they're not going to go with you. That's the decision they're going to make. They're going to go with air.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're welcome, Nandini. And that's all the questions for the night.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And if I didn't get to your question, don't worry about it. I will be back. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow. Okay? And please, if you need a personal reading with one-on-one, I'm nobody there. I'll just answer your question and go really deep into it. Book a reading. Book a reading. Okay? All right. On that note, thanks, guys. Have a wonderful night, morning, daytime, afternoon, wherever you're watching me from. Bye-bye.